What does success mean to you? Can I say something? For me, it's not money. Before you judge, I'm going to give you an opportunity to like and subscribe, and then I'll tell you why. So success is not money to me. You know how I know? Every time that I was offered something, it came with an additional, oh, we'll give you. I was like, no, I don't want that. Or when I seen how much a position was paying and all the duties that came along with that, no, y'all can keep that. And I think that if we're honest, we don't necessarily want the headache that comes with the money. We just want what the money could do in our lives. We want the financial freedom of it. We don't necessarily want to have to continuously fight the red tape at the political job. We don't want all that, because I think that in and of itself, for the people who are not title seekers, what we're really saying is, I want to do a good job. I want to be paid for that job. And I want that job to pay for a lifestyle that makes sense for me to keep going back to the job. It's the cycle of life. It's how we're trying to live our lives, right? But I think that with my personal decision with quitting my job and going into the space and the path of my calling and my purpose, I realized that the reason why that wasn't extremely difficult for me was because I define success differently. And so I literally define success that it's not connected to a tangible item. It does include finances. I want financial freedom. I want to be able to have a financial portfolio that is, Warren Buffett-y, that kind of thing. There are some things that I do want. I do want the house. I do want a car that's reliable, E or the above. But success for me is pace. Because if that means I have to work 90 hours a week, if that means that I got to go ahead and forsake some of my weekends, if that means, it just has to be breathable. It has to be sustainable. So for me, pace is everything. It cannot be that you need to hit the ground running and it feels like a overwhelming Monday every day of the week. I personally can't do that. It cannot feel like, no matter what your sphere of influence is, no matter what your particular company is, that it feels like the ER every day. Every day is call red. It's like, I can't. We can't have lunch now because everything is blowing up. And I purposely chose not to be in a high intensity job. Shouts out to the first responders. Shouts out to the ER grandbabies. But y'all knew what y'all was signing up for, and that's why y'all get the bucks. If you're not getting the bucks, I don't know. That's between you and the Lord. Okay? But you see what I'm saying? Pace is everything for me. Second is leisure. Time. Not particularly vacation and all those other kind of things, although that is included. But it's more so of, I want to feel like I have the time to pour into external things outside of this job. Okay? I want to feel like I have leisure. One of the things that I said was, when I had quit that first job and tried to go back to my second job, the appealing thing was it was a non-traditional schedule. Like, you worked 4 days a week. It was a 40 hours, so it was 10-hour days. But then you had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off every other week. And it was this strange, non-traditional schedule. And I realized that what was appealing to me was not only that it was non-traditional, because I'm not nobody's morning grandbaby, but that it afforded me time to be like, okay, so today I'm going to go ahead and feed my plants. I'm going to go ahead and buy a new plant. I'm going to go ahead and start looking into these other creative ventures and things of that nature. It allowed me to have the time to pour into the things that were meaningful to me. That's success to me. Do you pull so much of me that I'm depleted from everything else once I leave this establishment? You can have it. I don't care what the salary is. You can have it. Third, I want work to stay at work. I really do. I don't want you to be able to call me after work. I don't want you to have to come in on weekends. I don't want any of that. I want the boundary of work to stay within this particular quadrant. I do not want you to come. If I have to tell my family, hey, listen, I'll call you back. I'm at work. Then when I'm at home, I want to be able to tell work, hey, listen, I can't talk to you. I'm at home. I can't call you. Yes, it's the same energy. It's the same energy. If I can't cook at home, or if I can't cook at work, then I can't talk about work while I'm cooking. You see how that all goes together really well? That's what I'm doing. And so as I started looking for other jobs and then slowly realizing she can't find one that speaks to her at all, okay? This is not success to me. Like, I don't know, if you're reading these job descriptions, they like high, fast-paced environment, high energy, a lot of deadlines. We're going to drain you to the elemental P. Also, make sure you have a free, flexible schedule. You should be available at all times because we're going to have all the questions. Also, we want to make sure that it's like, I'm sorry. Y'all scaring me from even pressing submit. I'm not going to hold you. This is getting kind of... And the thing about it is they feel like if I pay you enough, because it's never going to be exactly what the position, like, yo, you should be paying way more than that. That sounds like a job for 3 men, and you gave them a third of that salary. I'm not interested. But it's almost like if I give this to you, it's like a trap door. There are some people stuck at high salary paying jobs, miserable, because their lifestyle creep is equated to that high salary job. That's one thing I can say, and I'm thankful for. All the times that I was crying, and I'm going to go ahead and repent now, Lord. I'm so glad that God didn't let me get to a certain dollar amount. That would have been tough. That would have been tough walking away from like, It's easier to say, okay, God, I know you can do this. The Bible says for anything is not, for with God, nothing is impossible. But the high-ticketed grandbabies who are suffering, having the migraines, having the ailments, having the panic attacks in the parking lot, God bless you. I know it's tough, but let me explain something to you. You need to fight for your peace the way that you would fight for somebody that you love. It needs to be, if you got to downgrade in vehicle and where you live, whatever you need to do to get to a peaceful place first, you can build the life after. Like, seriously, it don't take long once you have the know-how on how to do a thing. But you got to get to a place that you like, what does success mean to me? Because right now, how your life looks right now is you saying, this is what success looks like to me. And for me, that was not it. Success was not leaving my home, going to a place where I felt undervalued, then going to that place, not feeling like I was using any of my skill set to its completion. You see what I'm saying? I felt like, okay, this is like robot and I don't want to do this. For some people, the workplace is the one place that you can't be fully you at all. You're not really using any of your skills. You're not really doing anything that interests you. You're not really at a place that you're just like, you're there for stability. And what you don't understand is that sometimes stability can kind of creep into being stagnation real quick. Real quick. And that's why you need to have these conversations with yourself. Like, self, talk to yourself. It's okay. Who looking? Ask yourself, what does success mean to me? And then from that, start to build a life that looks successful to you. The whole point of this is to live a life worth living, so that the byproduct of that are the tangible items that you want. But you don't want the tangible item first in an environment that doesn't feed you. And now it's this cycle of you got to maintain something you kind of like for a job that depletes you. And that whole entire thing, when you zoom out, does that look like success to you? Yeah, it's good to tell people, what do you do for a living? You can go ahead and tell them that thing. But if I was to look at your soul, is your soul smiling? Or is the plant inside of you withering because you bought into someone else's idea of success? So in and of it all, what I want you to take away, what does success mean to you? What does it mean to you? And to be honest enough to tell yourself, this is not it. I need to sharpen that. I need to kind of scale back on that. I need to, you see what I'm saying? And I'll challenge you even further. There should be 4 things associated to what success means to you. And it should not equate to something tangible. Don't say success is the house. Say home ownership. Don't say success is a vacation. Say that you enjoy. You see what I'm saying? Because don't put it on a ticket item, because then you'll try to go ahead and validate why you're stuck where you're at. That's not it. Because what if you could get exactly what you desire and not have to put up with that? So that position is not success to you. You want something that allows you to afford the things that reflect success to you. You see what I'm saying? But all right, listen. I'm going to go ahead and let me go. Do not forget to like and subscribe and all the other things. And I do a video like this every week because I am on a journey to abundance, and I'm going to take you with me. Am I nervous? A little bit. But am I excited? Absolutely. And we're going to do it together. Okay? All right. Talk to you later. Peace.